Good afternoon. My name is Charlie Matthewson, M-A-T-H-E-W-S-O-N. So up here with me are volunteers and instructors with Operation Lifesaver for the Railroad Investigation Safety Course, formerly known as the Great Crossing Collisions Investigation. When Tom had reached out to me about his particular incident on that day, I was extremely humbled to hear as far as the events that occurred, but then also realizing that he had body cam footage, asked him to view it for the sake of training purposes. In regards to the class that we provide in instruction, we always are looking to improve the class for first responders and law enforcement. And more times than none, we only have videos of mistakes or things that occur and try to make officers aware of how to prevent those incidents from occurring. However, in this particular case, we were able to obtain video of an officer responding to a scene and also doing all the right things. And talking to Tom, realizing that he actually went through the GCCI class 10 years ago at the police academy, and now we're able to use this training video from his body cam footage to make officers aware of the right things to do in ensuring that the officers, when responding to an incident, keeping themselves safe, but also keeping our community safe and preventing tragic incidents from occurring. So again, Tom, thank you for your efforts. It's great that your training kicked in, and we'll be using your body cam footage as part of our national training with the Railroad Investigation Safety Course, continuing on and showing officers the right things to do in regards to responding to incidents. So thank you.
Good afternoon. Welcome everyone. I'm so happy to be here and honored to be here during Rail Safety Week to honor Officer Blythe. I'm Jessica Fetter. I'm with Indiana Operation Lifesaver. I'm the Executive Director. I also sit on the National Board of Directors for Operation Lifesaver, and I co-chair the National Advisory Council. The program Charlie was talking to you about is called Railroad Investigation Safety Course, which was formerly GCCI, which I hear you've been through, which is great. Charlie and I sat on the national committee to redo this program and rewrite it. And we have lots of video and lots of coverage of officers doing the wrong thing during a railroad incident, crawling under trains, crawling over train cars, anything. We have lots of examples of what you shouldn't do, but we don't have any examples of what you should do until now. So we really appreciate that so much, that you did the right thing. Your on-scene safety was impeccable. We are using that across the country. And I will let you know, I did present at the IACP conference a week ago to the rail chiefs, and they were all very impressed with that video. So it's being used nationally, and we're going to use it in all of our training. We really appreciate that. Also, it is National Rail Safety Week, so it's a perfect time to get together. It's Indiana Rail Safety Week as well. Indiana is notorious for railroad collisions and trespassing incidents. We have, being that we're the crossroads of America, not only for our interstates, but also for our rail, our rail traffic. We have 1.1 crossings per track mile in the state of Indiana. So we have a lot of railroad crossings and a lot of railroad tracks. With that being said, trespassing has actually risen in the last 2 years due to COVID. A lot of people are out more trespassing on railroad property and railroad tracks due to the fact that I think obviously there's more homelessness, there's more suicide by rail, but there's also just people out more when they're not working and they're using railroad tracks as a means to get from point A to point B. So with this week, last year in Indiana, I would recognize that Governor Holcomb did sign a proclamation that we just got yesterday. It's late. But last year in Indiana, we had 93 crashes. At crossings, we had 8 fatalities and 44 injuries. And then with trespassing, we had 8 rail-related trespasser deaths and 10 trespasser injuries. When I say that, that doesn't sound like a high number. Trespassing isn't really indicative of the problem. When we have those reports of 8 and 10, that's when something bad has happened, right? That's when somebody has died or been injured severely, not when somebody's actually trespassed. And those numbers are really high. We also have a lot of high near-miss incidents. And you obviously saved someone's life doing exactly what you should have done. So we're really appreciative of that. So the point of Rail Safety Week this week is to go around. We're doing things all over Indiana, and today happens to be the Law Enforcement Day. We did Operation Clear Track with Indiana State Police this morning, and with NICTE, several different blitzes going on today to combat trespassing and grade crossing violations. And then we figured today would be the best day to bring everybody together to honor you. So with that being said, I'm going to bring you back up. We have some stuff for you. This is Tom Rushoff with NDOT. He's one of the Indian Operation Lifesaver board members. He's going to help me present. Charlie's here too. I'll have you do some pictures if you don't mind. Thank you. So we have a couple things for you. First of all, I want to shake your hand and finally meet you.
Great pleasure.
Pleasure. So we have a certificate for you just of appreciation for your heroic action on August 1st and your commitment to rail safety. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then I figured we should give you lots of rail safety swag. You have an OL backpack filled with anything you could possibly need. You've got the metal water bottle, you've got a hat, you've got an umbrella, you've got an earbud holder, coffee cup, you name it, it is in there. So you should not want for anything in your squad car.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you all for coming today too. We really appreciate it. It's been an honor to be here. I'm so happy to be able to be at something where something positive happened instead of something negative, because usually I'm reporting on or visiting things that are not so great. And this is a clear example, of something that was awesome. And I really appreciate the town and the assistant chief and the chief for letting us use the body cam footage. We are, like I said and Charlie mentioned, going to be using that on a national platform. Like I said, IACP has seen it and they approve it. It's going around the country right now. It's a good piece of footage, and so thank you for that.
Pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thank you.